In news from Jamaica, a sham budget. That's how opposition spokesman on finance Dr. Peter Phillips labeled the 2016-2017 budget presented by the government last Thursday. Dr. Phillips insists that the figures do not add up and as such the budget isn't credible. He made his case during his contribution to the budget debate in Gordon House on Tuesday. We have more in this report from Leslie Ann Sherwood.
This budget was put together in furtherance of a power-seeking election gimmick.
Opposition spokesman on finance Dr. Peter Phillips ripping through the $580 billion budget presented by Finance Minister Audley Shaw last week. According to Dr. Phillips, the government's budget is a sham, simply because the figures don't add up. The shadow finance minister didn't mince words as he discredited the government's decision to raise the income tax threshold in a bid to fulfill an election promise. Dr. Phillips says the government was warned that the tax break was unworkable unless a massive tax plan was implemented to offset the cost. He argues that the JLP government did not only lie to Jamaicans, but failed to deliver on the original tax break promise.
There is no April payday, there is no 18,000, and there is no 1.5 million threshold on April 1st as was promised. So what you have is not 1.5 million or 1.5 million plus. It is 1 million plus tax. It is a 1 million threshold plus immediate taxes on all Jamaicans. The promise of 1 million plus, it is a promise of 1 million plus reduced spending on social services and the promise of 1 million plus more hardships.
And as he continued hammering the tax plan, Dr. Phillips stressed that Jamaicans will be further burdened by the tax plan. Under the proposed plan, the government will raise the income tax threshold to $1.5 million across the board for all PAYE workers. However, the plan will be implemented in two phases. The ceiling will go up to $1,272,000 as of July 1, 2016, and will move to 1.5 come April 2017.
Take the worker Mary, earning 700,000. 700,000 annually. It's a misprint. Her savings from the threshold increase amounts to about $2,640 per month. That's what she is relieved of. All of this and more will be used up in taxi fare increase, electricity bill increase, water rate increase, food cost increase, and more arising from the tax package instituted by the government. For many, this is simply a con, a samphire trick, pure and simple. Give with one hand, and take more with the other hand.
Dr. Phillips says the $13.8 billion revenue package to finance the tax break plan isn't sustainable. He's warning Jamaicans to brace for even more taxes.
And the current transfer of $11.4 billion from the National Housing Trust will come to an end in 2016-2017. Taken together, what this means is that we need to brace from now for another massive tax package for the next fiscal year, which will be much larger than the current one. It is also clear from the unreliable numbers that the government will have to impose, given the questionable numbers on which this budget is based. They will have to impose more taxes later again in this fiscal year.
Dr. Phillips countered that the budget was rushed, and as such, the numbers are unreliable.
The numbers don't add up. It was put together to satisfy a JLP election promise which was not feasible at the very outset. As it turns out, Mr. Speaker, the only feasible way was not the way that was proposed, but by It was only feasible by raising the threshold and imposing a major tax package.
I'm Leslie Sherwood for CEEN Caribbean News.